This is Find a Way Mental Performance with your Baserunning mental imagery. Please find a quiet area to do this in where you will not be interrupted for several minutes. If you are sitting in a chair, make sure that your feet are flat on the floor so that you are grounded in the present moment. If you are laying down, feel the bed, couch, or ground underneath supporting you. Please do not do this if you are driving a car. We are going to begin by slowly closing our eyes and getting connected with our breath. When you breathe in through your nose, filling up your lungs and pushing your abdomen out like a balloon. As you breathe out, let your abdomen sink back towards your spine and let the breath out through your nose. Breathe in again through the nose, filling up those lungs. Then breathe out through your nose. The longer your exhale, the more you will slow down your heart rate. Breathe in again, fill up those lungs, expand the abdomen, and breathe out, letting the abdomen sink back down. Breathe in through the nose again, and breathe out. Now we are going to scan your body as you continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Scan your body for any areas that are tight or tense. During your scan, if you find many areas that are tight or tense, we are going to breathe in and send that breath to wherever it is tight or tense. If you are not tight or tense anywhere, then you will continue to focus on your breathing. So breathe in and then send that fresh breath to wherever you are tight or tense on the exhale. And breathe in again. And on the exhale, send that breath to that area that is tight or tense. When you're doing this, it may take a couple breaths to loosen that area that is tight or tense. Breathe in again and send the breath to wherever you are tight or tense on the exhale. Scan the body again and see if there are any other areas that are tight or tense. If there are, then on this next inhale, breathe in, and on the exhale, send the breath to that area. Breathe in again, and exhale. A couple more breaths. Breathe in, fill up those lungs, and long exhale out. Breathe in again, and exhale out. Another deep breath in, and long exhale out. One last deep breath in, and long exhale out. Now we are going to transition to our mental imagery. If you feel like you are tense or tight, please feel free to pause this video and continue your breathing so that you can loosen those areas before continuing on with the mental imagery. We are going to do mental imagery for your running the bases. We will imagine a couple different scenarios with you at first base, second base, and third base. Let's begin at first base. You are on first base with no outs. You're standing on first base looking at signs from your third base coach. Are they giving you body signs? Are they flashing numbers on their fingers? You get the signs from your coach. Nothing is on. You look at where the defense is positioned on the infield and the outfield. You take your lead off of first base while keeping your eyes on the pitcher, anticipating them picking over to first. The pitcher begins their pitching motion, and you take your secondary lead with 2 shuffles towards second base. The ball is taken by the hitter for a strike on the outside corner. You retreat back to first base with your eyes on the catcher after they receive the ball. You look over at your coach again as they give you the signs. This time there is a steal on. After the coach gives you the signs, you check the defense to see where they are aligned on the infield and outfield. You take your lead off of first base. The pitcher lifts their leg and you break towards second base. Halfway to second base, you take a look into the batter to see if they swung or not. They did not, and you look back at second base. The middle infielder is in front of second base, and you can see they're reaching for the ball that was thrown to them. You slide towards the back of second base and are announced safe by the umpire. Now we are going to imagine you again at first base with one out. You look over at your coach giving you the signs and notice that nothing is on. You then check where the defense is located on the infield and outfield. You take your lead off first. The pitcher steps off and throws over to first base. You dive back to the back part of first base with your right arm extended. You're safe. You get up, look over at your coach again, and see that there isn't still no play on. You check the defense and then take your lead. The pitcher begins their pitching motion and throws a fastball away to the hitter that they hit into the right field gap. You run towards second base and look over at your third base coach who is waving their arm in a circle for you to come to third base. You hit the inside part of second base and make your way to third base. As you near third base, your third base coach is waving both arms down towards the ground, signaling for you to slide. You slide into third base safely. You are now back at first base with no outs. You get the signs from your coach, check the defense's alignment, and take your lead from first base. The pitcher holds their set position and then delivers a pitch to the plate. You take 2 shuffles for your secondary lead and see the batter swing and foul the ball off. You make your way back to first base and look over at the coach for the signs. After receiving the signs and seeing that nothing is on, you check the infield and outfield defense and then take your lead. The pitcher begins their motion and you take your secondary lead. You see the low trajectory of the pitch out of the pitcher's hand and see the catcher's knees go down so you can see that the ball is in the dirt. You see the ball hit off the catcher's chest protector and go off to the side of them. You immediately react by sprinting towards second base, where you go in standing up safely. Now you are at second base with one out. You look over at your third base coach to get the signs and then check where the defense is aligned. The pitcher looks at you and you hear the middle infielder hitting their glove to let you know they are close. The pitcher looks back to the plate and starts their pitching motion. The pitch is thrown and the batter hits a hard one-hopper between the pitcher's legs and up the middle. Seeing that the ball is to your left, you break towards third base, running with your head up. Your third base coach is waving you around to score. You hit the inside part of the bag and take a tight turn towards home. You see the on-deck batter at the plate letting you know if you need to slide or not. They have their hands up in the air letting you know that you can go in standing up. You score a run for your team. Finally, you are at third base with one out. Your coach whispers into your ear that you're going on contact on the ground. You look at the signs the coach gives you and check the infield defense, which is playing in. The pitcher begins their motion and you begin walking towards home plate, landing on your right foot as the pitch is entering the hitting zone. The batter takes the pitch for a ball and you retreat to third base in fair territory, watching the catcher as you go back. You again look at your coach for the signs and check the defense, which is still playing in. The pitcher comes set and starts their motion towards home plate, and you take your walking lead with your right foot hitting the ground as the pitch enters the hitting zone. The batter hits a hard ground ball and you instinctively break towards home plate as the ball goes through between the shortstop and third baseman and into the left field. You cross home plate and score a run for your team. Now, we are going to slowly take you out of this mental imagery session and back to the present moment. Start to feel your toes and fingers. Feel your legs and hands. Start to feel your arms and torso. Slowly bring yourself back to this moment. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a long exhale out. Now on this next breath, I want you to breathe in. And then on the exhale, I want you to open your eyes. So breathe in and breathe out and open your eyes. Welcome back. Now you're ready to get on base and score a run for your team. Remember, you see everything twice, first in your head and then in reality. Thanks for visiting Find a Way Mental Performance. If you want to check out more of our mental imagery videos, check out our website and YouTube page.